Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and philosopher, left behind a collection of personal writings known as meditations. These writings contain his thoughts, reflections, and philosophical insights. While there are many thoughts and passages in meditations, I can share a few more of his profound reflections. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. It is not because we have a short time to live that we should do things in haste, but because we have so much time. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, inasmuch as it stands ready against the accidental and the unforeseen, and is not apt to fall. Time is like a river made up of the events which happen, and a violent stream, for as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away, and another comes in its place, and this will be carried away too. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. The soul of man does violence to itself, first of all, when it becomes an abscess and, as it were, a tumor on the universe, so far as it can. How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. The most complete revenge is not to imitate the aggressor. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. He who fears death either fears the loss of sensation or a different kind of sensation. But if thou shalt have no sensation, neither wilt thou feel harm, and if thou shalt acquire another kind of sensation, thou wilt be a different kind of living being, and thou wilt cease to live. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Everything that exists is in a manner the seed of that which will be. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Death smiles at us all we can do is smile back. Do not be wise in words, be wise in deeds. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself, and a mean man by one lower than himself. The one produces aspiration, the other ambition, which is the way in which a vulgar man aspires. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love.